back. Here's another video, my friend, for you about the property. So these are the questions I receive a lot from real estate investors who are newbies, and they just want to know more about the property, meaning what kind of property should I buy? So this is what I get. Should I go with tax liens, Juan Pablo? Because I heard you can spend, let's say, $3,000 for a tax lien, and the seller, the owner of the property, is supposed to pay you interest rate, and they default. Then you can take the property. Should I do that? Or mobile homes. I heard mobile homes was a pretty good investment. You just had to buy the land and put a trailer on it. Or should I start with foreclosures, because that would be great for acquiring a property using hard money, REOs, real estate owned. Should I choose different investment vehicles getting started, such as doing a franchise or partnering with someone to do this brick and mortar business, starting my own restaurant? That's a great question. For the emphasis of this coaching program, if you haven't guessed so far, we focus on buy and hold strategy. But we also include other strategies such as wholesaling in this program, or lease options. But it's on the emphasis of you doing a single family or multifamily. Single family, distress; multifamily, blessed. Meaning multifamily is already tenanted out, is already fully occupied. That's what I prefer you to get started with, because it's less risk. I don't want you doing an investment with a lot of risk. So doing hard money, I advise you to do hard money, but just keep in mind it does require a larger risk, because you're dealing with full rehab. You're dealing with a new skill set, which is managing contractors. I'm not sure if you had experience managing people in general or managing contractors. So that's a different animal in itself, but it does require more skill sets on your behalf. But if you're buying a property with tenants already in it, it's less risk involved. So that brings me to the next point. What should you focus on? Value plays or yield plays? Value plays, or you're buying a property, an investment, an asset in which you have to improve the value of it by how you manage it, by what repairs that you're doing. Now that can be a tad bit more difficult. Okay, not saying that it's not profitable, it can be more difficult. But yield plays is a tad bit more easier, less risky. You're buying a property with tenants already in it, not too much repairs are needed, and you're cash flowing day one of closing. That's a strategy I still do today. I've done some value plays in the past using hard money, acquiring distressed single family houses, fixing them up, and doing a cash out refinance. So yes, that works. I mentioned that in full. I mentioned that in its entirety in this program and the bonuses and so forth about hard money. But I recommend you getting started doing pretty houses, doing pretty single family, hard money, and doing multifamily. Okay, so you can get started that way. But you can be a bit more risky and do hard money, but just buyer beware. Just make sure you improve your skill set and being a great manager, because you're going to be managing this project. Even though you might hire a general contractor to manage it for you, you got to manage him or her to make sure they're out there working and make sure your money is being put to good use. All right, so focus on yield plays, and that's buy and hold with tenants already in the property. Okay. And do value plays after you have the contractor team established. That's what I recommend. So if you still want to do value plays and you want to be that Michelangelo, you want that Mona Lisa, meaning you're taking the ugly house and making it pretty, that's perfectly fine. But I say do that after you have a team established. Okay, you know a thing or two about investing, about rehab, and so forth. And I have to say there's a lot. Fall in love with the numbers. Fall in love with the cash flow, not the deal. So you have to leave a deal because the seller wouldn't give you a repair allowance, or you have to skip out on the deal because you realize the seller can provide documents proving the profitability of the asset, can provide leases or tax returns and so forth, which we'll get into later when we do the financial due diligence in this program. Then, my friend, you may want to walk away from it. You don't fall in love with the deal. You don't fall in love with the property, in other words. You fall in love with the number and the cash flow it produces. So if the cash flow works, then you do the deal. But don't ever become emotionally attached to a property or to a deal. You become attached to the revenue.